Here we go. So welcome, Sheila, and let's go ahead and unmute you as well, or you unmuted yourself. Perfect. So welcome so much to our training, Business in a Bag. Today we're going to be going over how do we really do this business? What do we put in our gifting bag? How do we go out and actually talk this and gift? And what's our tools that we like have in our car or in our bag or in our purse all the time? So I'm Marcy, and I've been building this business for 6 months and have been building quite a big business, and we want to share how we're doing it. Sheila Hay from Hawaii has been right along with me, and she has been doing so many of the trainings and the reviews on how to really make this business go. Sheila, why don't we start with what is a business in a bag?
I'd be happy to. Good morning, everyone, from wherever you are on this beautiful planet. It's a glorious day. So, business in a bag. My sponsor, Kathleen, introduced me to Marcy, and Marcy set me up with my business in a bag. And this makes my job so much easier because it's all right here. It's all contained in this, just a pencil bag, easily gotten. And there is an entire little kit right here that you carry with you. The first thing in my bag is a LifeWave envelope. And on it, it actually has to order X39 stickers with my phone number and my email. And then inside of the little envelope is my business card. And that's where we put the patches that we're going to share. But when I mail out these gift bags, I don't put patches in my envelopes, okay? That's just for sharing. But that, I send 10 envelopes to my downline when I get them, and I have blank stickers. I have their names already on them, not my names, okay? The next item in the bag is a sleeve of patches, critical if you're going to be sharing. I have a baggie with extra business cards to hand out, not hang out. And there are always a minimum of 3 order forms blank in my business bag. And I'm using it right now, but then there's always a pen, okay? So let's go to the envelopes first. Marcy designed with Sally these envelopes originally, and now Marcy has her bag that she can show you, and she has a new envelope in it.
So you know, it's interesting. It's just duplication, right? So any bag will do, okay? So, you know, Sheila went and got her bag at Walmart. I got these great black bags for $12.99 on Amazon. I will share the link on WhatsApp. And I got enough. I got like 2 orders, so 24 bags, so that I can mail out to the people that want to do the business a duplication way, so they can send their business in a bag to the people they're duplicating. And this is the newest envelope that we're using. And I like to call this envelope with a script, because all you do is read it. What do you know about stem cells? You read the envelope and you give your testimony. And if any of you have been on the X39 reviews and you hear myself or Sheila or Peter talk about how the stem cell patch works, all we've done is memorize the envelope. Let me tell you how easy it is. Wear your patch, 12 hours on to activate, 12 hours off to repair. This stem cell patch is made out of organic crystals that holds a light frequency. When it hits the skin, the light of your skin, it elevates GHK copper peptides, which is proven to activate stem cells, produce more, and reset your stem cells to a younger, healthier state. Do you understand? Like, all I've done is memorize this and go back and forth. Anybody can read an envelope. Let me tell you, now we're talking the business of network marketing now, okay? Businesses are about duplication. It's about a script. It's about everybody being able to do it, right? So how's the best way for people to be able to do it? You get them their business in a bag with 10 of these that they can read themselves. Sometimes I literally take a picture of this and text it to people that I am sharing the patches with. And I also send them Start X39. Do you know how many people text me back and they go, that's really interesting. And why do they say it's really interesting? They read the envelope. What a concept. So if you have not read the envelope, I suggest you do. And I've also noticed people who are like trying to explain with the stem cell patches and they haven't read the envelope. And it's really hard and it's really confusing. And the way the script got created, you guys, is I didn't know when I started 6 months ago. I was calling Sean and Mariah and Sheila 6 months ago saying, I got stem cell. I like it. I don't really know what's going on other than it's making me feel really good. But guess who was in the car next to me that knew what was going on? Onyx Cole. And guess what she said? You wear the patch 12 hours off and 12 hours on. It's made out of organic crystal. When it hits the light of your skin, it sends a frequency to make more GHK, copper peptides, which activate your stem cells, which turn into whatever your body needs for repair. And I'm like, I remember looking at her going, I need to write that down. And I did. I wrote it down on this envelope, okay? And so use it. It really, really works. And the other thing is labels. How can anybody order from you if they don't know who you are? Do you see how important that is? I put my name, I put my website, I put my email and my phone number, and I put to order. You should never be giving a gift away that doesn't have your information on it. You can order these through Sally, which will show the order form in a minute, or you go to Avery.com like Sheila did to save some money, and she just made her own labels, and she went to Staples and bought some labels. The good news is Staples and A1 Mail, you know, the mail places, are essential businesses. So put your little mask on and go get what you need. So that's that, okay? So sorry, I digressed a little bit on you there. And then I'm just gonna show you this. This is the order form Sheila's talking about. I love paper order forms. Why? Because I can take an order anywhere I'm at. Okay, you know, about 5 years ago, I had a guy, he was selling me organic vitamins. And he said, do you want some? And I did. I said, yes, here's my credit card. And he wouldn't take it. He said, go to my website and order. But here's my credit card. Go to my website and order. Do you think I ever went to his website and ordered? No, I never got the vitamins. Nope. He should have had an order form and taken that credit card. When somebody wants to give you their credit card, what do? You have a way to write it down. Okay, so I always say, start with your order form. Hey, retail for $149, preferred at $99, or pick your pack. And then you fill out the information and you put the credit card in, and then you go back to your house and you put the order in. Okay, now you're duplicating somebody. Let's say Sheila doesn't know how to even use the back office yet. That's okay, Sheila. Go take an order, and when you get your order, you call me, and I'll show you how to input it. Make it easy for people, step by step by step, so they don't get confused, right? This is a stepping process, and it can feel overwhelming, so make the steps simple. And then after they have their order form and you show them how to input it in the computer, they're all excited. Oh my God, I just did it. I just made $50. They went into a silver pack. I also take this order form and I take a picture of it. And guess what else I do? After I expose, usually using startx39.com or Onyx's Cole's link, and I take a picture of that darn envelope, people want to know what it costs. So what do? I take a picture of this and I text them the pricing. And it puts it in their head. Oh, this is the pricing. These are the different packs. And then I call them and I say, what are you ready for? My Uncle Jerry's like, It's really helped my hip. I'm getting the platinum pack. Do you think he would have picked the platinum pack had I not texted this to him and he saw what a great unit price the platinum pack is? You can get a platinum for $84 a sleeve. The guy has money. Awesome. Okay. So that is, I kind of am moving on that, aren't I there?
You are in, it's important.
The sleeves. If you don't have these in your business in the bag, what's the point? I was with my girlfriend the other day and we were at the park, and you would think that, oh, it's distancing, we can't talk, right? Well, from 6 feet away at the park, I had my little business in the bag with me. And from 6 feet, I said, I got stem cells. It regenerates. And guess what? It's antiviral. Would you like me to gift you 7? I thought the lady would be like, don't hand me anything, right? She goes, I'd love that. And I handed her 7. And then what did I do? I took her phone number. And then what did I do? I texted her start X39, and I texted her a picture of the envelope. And then in about 4 days, I'm going to follow up to see how she's liking it, what she's experiencing. And I'm going to send her that darn order form, right? Because it's a process. But had I not had this in the park to do, then it wouldn't, and so don't be afraid. People need this. Remember, we have something in this time that protects. Have it with you so you can protect. And you know what? If you're not getting out, that's okay. Get to the mail place and just mail them to people. You don't have to personally touch people. You can mail them out. And if you're afraid, I have a few people that are fearful about leaving their house right now. If you have some people on your team fearful, you know what I do? I say, no problem. I'll wear my mask. I'll go mail out for you. Assist your team to still work, whatever that takes, okay? Because this is a gifting business. And if we're not mailing or gifting, we're not moving the business. Okay, go ahead, Sheila.
Okay. So that is the actual little bag contents itself that we carry with us when we're doing our business in a bag. And now what I'm going to explain to you is what we share with our downline, because like Marcy's saying, we're setting ourselves up for success by having this little business in a bag and carrying it everywhere. I was, when I first moved over here, carrying a little wallet that had a strap, and that was it, okay? And now I have a bag that carries my bag and my little wallet in it. I'm always taking that outside with me wherever I end up going, because it's my purse. So
yeah, and
now,
I'm gonna dovetail on that. This goes everywhere with me. It goes in my purse. It goes in my bag. I throw it in the front seat of my car. When I'm doing my X39 reviews and I need to pull out my stem cell sleeve to talk about it, I'm looking for my bag because that's where it's at, okay? In addition, the other 2 things that I always have close to me, because, you can use your phone, but I'm an 80s girl. Remember how Peter? I got my calendar. I got my calendar book with me. I mean, you guys are going to totally laugh at this. I'm almost embarrassed to show this to you, but look, okay, so but I'm doing the business, right? The other thing I always have in my purse is, I even have the date. I started it on 2/2/20. It's my need book. It has all my to-dos on the business, what I have to do, who I have to call back, everything this is my business. And I've had these for the last 5 years. Do you know I have like about 20 of these all dated? And it has been for me, because I'm a paper girl, right? It helps me. So, sometimes you're out and about and you need to grab a phone number. I put it right here. And then I'll take a picture of it so I don't lose it. Or I'll put it in the notes of my phone. Remember, this business is about exposing and taking phone numbers. But if you lose the phone number, do you have any kind of business? No. So how do you keep your phone number set up? From here, I'll take a picture of it. And then from the picture, I have on the notes of my phone every single person that I talk to that I'm having an action with. And I also get everybody in the contents of my, on the contact list. Look at, I don't know if you see that. Look at all those people. Okay, so how did I build the business? I mean, look, those are all the people that I have contacted about this, sent patches to, and from all of that has come a huge business. So I just keep my list going in the notes of my phone, okay? So once again, you handwrite a phone number on your pad. You take a picture of it so you don't lose it. You put them in the contacts in your phone saying LifeWave stem cell under the subject, so you can easily remember who's in, who you put in that is supposed to have stem cells, right? Notes of the phone. I have in the notes of my phone all the time, like, look at here. Look at Sheila Hay, right? I put that she's connected to Kathleen. I put stem cell, and I put she's from Hawaii. I will know who she is, how she's connected, and all I have to do is type in LifeWave, and everybody that's LifeWave comes down. I could also say like LifeWave, you know, new recruit, or a new LifeWave new exposure. So you know all the people in your contacts that you have newly exposed. This business is a business of keeping the people you've exposed organized, because we water 5 times over and over and over again until they're ready to buy. So you have to keep your database organized. Okay, so let's go on to the next sheet.
Okay, so when I get ready to send out a package to my new silver, I silver, gold, diamond, whoever is committed to building the business with me, these are the documents that I send. And Marcy has already put some of them on WhatsApp to show people what they look like. But we're going to get PDFs so that you can also print them off yourself. And that'll be coming later on today, okay? So the first, and we actually, this is an actual order that I layer these in. The first one is called Patching Steps. And it says, have a bag that holds your envelope, asking, what do you understand about stem cells? Read the envelope or business card to the prospect, give them your testimony, texting. All those different steps are right here on this document. By sending this document to your new downline and utilizing it for yourself, you are creating a duplication that they will be able to duplicate. Marcy sent all this stuff to me. I now send it to my downline, okay? The next document that we have in the bag.
I'm gonna talk about that for a minute. So there's about 5
Okay.
steps in patching. The first one is that you have your business in the bag. We just talked about that. The second one is from Peter. Hey, what do you understand about stem cells? And this is all on the document, okay? So don't have to worry, it's all on the document. Then Peter always says, well, what if I could activate your stem cells for less than a cup of coffee, right? And then you read the envelope because it's a script. And then you give your testimony. What happened to you? And then you say, what's going on with you? And you listen, because this business is a listening business and people want to share what's going on with them. And then you give them whatever gift you want. You feel into it. I have been giving lately anywhere from 5 to 7. Some people do 3, some people do 1. It's really what, you know, it's a gifting business. It's like what you can gift, what you can afford, right? And then you always get their phone number to follow up. And then you send them a few links. I always send startx39.com because it has the videos, it has the testimonies, it has the research. It's really a great one link to send. I also really like Onyx Cole's link, which is the one where she talks about how it works for her and why the business is good. Those are the 2 I pretty much use. You know, I don't make it that complicated for myself, you know, the envelope and 2 links. Now, there are more on either the corporate app or on the WhatsApp that you can use. And those no, I'm sorry, corporate app or Rapid Funnel. That just gives you more videos you can water with. Okay, great. But you don't have to overwhelm yourself. Once again, I always start with the envelope, StartX39, Onyx's link, and I send a picture of the script to people of what that envelope says, because I use that envelope kind of like a brochure, right? And then what I do after about 3 days, I call them. And I'm not calling them to pressure them to like freaking, buy right now. No, I'm just watering on them. I say things like, did you get it? Did you get the patches? I mailed them to you. Oh, yeah, but I forgot. I don't know how to wear them. I just say, no problem. Remember, wear them 12 hours on to activate and then throw it away and 12 hours off to repair and put your next one on. There's no pressure. I'm just being of service, right? And a lot of times that's all I'll say because they don't know how to wear them yet. And then I say, I'll call you back in 3 days and see how you're doing. And then I call them back in 3 days and I say things like, what have you been experiencing? Are you drinking plenty of water? What's really going on with you? Some people will already have an experience, some won't. Some people, but they're definitely telling me what's going on with them. And I listen and we talk. And then I will, depending on what's going on with them, let's say, Susie, I have this bald spot. That's what's going on with me. Well, I've only given you a 7-day supply, Susie, but stem cells reactivate and my hair has kind of been growing like 5 feet long. And I think it will really help, but this is just a small gift. I recommend a 3-month supply, 90 days to get it in your system. And we do have a 30-day money back guarantee on, because I like the silver pack. And right now that's the guarantee on the silver. And I just go through that. And then I say, I'll check in on you again. And they haven't even finished the patches that I have gifted. Normally when I check in on them a third time, oh, and then I'll say, you know what? I'll text you the order form so you can see the pricing. Or I don't even say order form. I'll text you the price list so you can see the pricing. And I text it to them. And then I call back and I say, are you ready to get going on your 90-day supply? For less than a cup of coffee, let's get it in your system. And at that point, what's happening? I'm taking my business in the bag and I'm taking my order form out, and in 3 minutes I'm writing their information down and I've just taken their order for a silver pack. And that's really how the patching steps work. And if you don't remember that, all I did is I wrote down in step format what I've been doing the last 6 months. So just read the steps and do your best. And you know what? We're not perfect and it's okay. And just play with it, right? Because we're just learning right now and it's really okay. Okay, patching steps. What's our next document, Sheila?
Okay, the next document that we put inside is Peter Knows Script. And Peter took a few minutes for us and wrote down the 5 core points to his script, which pretty much Marcia just went over on that patching step. But there's different questions. What do you understand about the stem cells? What if I can activate your stem cells for less than a cup of coffee? How it works? And really a cool thing on here that sometimes when you're new to this and you just don't know how to approach people, you can talk to them about, hey, like your grandma injures her ankle. Is she going to heal as quickly as a 5-year-old child hurting its ankle? All of that basic script stuff is right here on this paper that gives you an easy reference. And after you get really comfortable and you've started signing people up and they're joining you in your business team, you can send them that script too, because they aren't going to know how to approach other people as well. That'll make it really easy. And I suggest that you actually come on to one of the 6 p.m. Pacific time trainings that Marcia and Peter do together, because you could hold this script in your hands and you can watch it they will just roll it out in front of you how this plays out. And it happens 6 days a week. We're doing these 6 p.m. Live shows, Zooms, and you will see it unfold. Okay, so that's the Peter script.
Sheila,
And we
I'm going to comment on that. So on that, we only really have 2 scripts. We have the envelope script and we have Peter's script. And really, that's right. We just move in and out of those 2 scripts. And the reason Peter even wrote this script is because what we were finding is that early on, we were just gifting everyone. And we decided we wanted better qualification. And one day Peter said, well, I'm qualifying people now by saying, what do you know about stem cells? Because that qualification, they'll either know a lot about it, a little about it, not interested. And I found that that one sentence helps me navigate how I talk to people now. And it has been so helpful. And so once again, I'm not saying to use, I'm just saying to kind of feel into the core points that Peter talks about, feel into the envelope. And you know what? There's been times, honestly, where I'm with someone I know, and this is before I knew everything, and not that I know everything, but this is before like I had it to memory. And I would say, I'd sit with them and I go, I found stem cell. I really don't know that much yet. And I'd get this piece of paper out and I'd say, but Peter tells me, like, what do you know about stem cells? And I have it and I just read it and I go, and let me just tell you what it is. And I'm just going to read this to you. And then I give my testimony. And when you just tell people, I'm just learning, they are so forgiving. They almost like it better, right? Because they don't feel like they're being sold to. They just feel like you're just trying to give them information that you just got, right? Okay, let's move on.
Okay, the next document that we have is super critically important. It shows it's called the LifeWave Training Links and Plugins. It has the video link, x39.com on here. It has Onyx Cole explaining the stem cell patch and why she chose it, her video. It shows you Rapid Funnel, how to download it to your cell phone, and the code for Rapid Funnel. That, by the way, is one of the ways that I like to keep my contact info is I go right to my Rapid Funnel app. I can open up my contacts. I can put someone new in there. I can write notes about them. And I'm trying to step into this techie world. I really am a notebook person like Marcy, but I've made an effort to shift into this. We have a tool. That Rapid Funnel is an amazing tool. So I'm trying to utilize it more. Please connect to your training. Onyx Cole Team Site is on this paper. It tells us about our website, quantumfieldx39team.com. Onyx's Facebook page, most of us are already in there, Quantum Field X39 Team, and the training site for the Messenger bot. If you have not experienced the Messenger bot, please. It is simple. You download Messenger onto your phone if you don't have the Facebook app. And then you punch in this little code and it will take you through, I think 5 or 6 bot trainings that are really wonderful. And then we've got our Zoom plugins listed at the bottom and how Onyx gets new business people started. And remember, this is a gifting business. So this document, this is really, really, really important to share with people that you are creating as downline because they need that information just like you needed it when you got started, right?
Let me tell you, Sheila, this is my resource. This is my resource document. This is, oh, okay, there's the code for Zoom. Oh, there's the link for WhatsApp. Oh, there's the link for StartX39. Oh, there's the link for Onyx's video. This document, when I put it in WhatsApp, you guys should really just take a picture, put it on your phone, print it out, because this is like where you go for everything. And I will say for the two ways that our team communicates is WhatsApp and the Facebook team page. Out of everything, make sure that you and your team know how to plug into our WhatsApp and to our Facebook team, which is the Quantum Field X39 team. If you don't know how to do that, get with the person who enrolled you and make sure that you know. And if you don't know who that person is, you call me personally, Marcy Preble, 949-637-0610, and I will make sure you get the link to WhatsApp. I will make sure you know how to get into the Facebook team page. And as you're enrolling other people, your job is to make sure they also know how to get into communications, because everything we talked about goes there. Okay?
All right, the next important document that I send out to people is a hard copy of your W-9, because if you're going to build a business, LifeWave has to have a hard copy W-9 for you. It's self-explanatory, but really, really critically important. Please remember to sign and date it. If you don't sign and date it, they will recontact you and say, hey, you got to start it all over again. So critically important to fill this out accurately, sign and date it. And the next page is where you're going to be sending that information to. This document says all about this. This is really important. It has the email to send the completed W-9 and a copy of your license. So you take a photograph of your license and the W-9, and you attach them in an email to commissions@lifewave.com. You can also find a link for the W-9s at irs.gov, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to have that link. We're going to have that PDF up later on this afternoon in WhatsApp, and you'll be able to print it off there as well, okay?
And I'm going to add the custom, oh, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Here's really critically important information for you, is that once you have emailed this to LifeWave, you need to start watching your mail. It's some email, some people have received this email in their spam folder. Please keep your eyes out. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks, and you will get an email from notifications@lifewave.com once you have been entered and they've created your pay portal. And now Marcy is adding on to the bottom of this document, she's going to put the phone number for customer service for us, because sometimes this thing is just a little sketchy. I mean, it seems like you can see all of the money over here in your column on your home page in your back office, and you've made those documents. It's just a little bit of a waiting time. But if you don't feel comfortable, Marcy will be putting that phone number of customer service right on that document that we post up there today in the WhatsApp, okay? The next document that I share is the commission hot sheet, because we just showed them sorry about that, had a little freeze. I just showed you how to apply with your W-9 for the pay portal through LifeWave. What are you doing? Well, here's your commission hot sheet. This tells you about your product introduction bonuses. The backside tells you about the different types of cycling, the generational bonuses. This document we will do, and we have done trainings on, all just getting the commissions and experiencing that document. We're not going to go into it more deeply today, but keep an eye out for our trainings on the different special documents, okay? But this is really important. People are building a business, wish to understand how they can earn that money, right? It's really critically important.
And just so you know, Peter and I on Saturday at 10 o'clock Pacific will be doing a training on how do you get paid. And we're going to go over the hot sheet and then show in the back office how the money is made. So stay tuned for that. Okay?
There you go. All right, the next document is our document that links us with Sally. And Sally is the wonderful person that prints our envelopes, our business cards. Marcy gets those labels on her envelopes printed there. And this has all of that information. It shows you the envelope pricing, $55 for 50, etc. It goes on. If you have a partner that you are working with in your business, Kathleen and I, we decided to go in because together we could get a larger quantity of envelopes and then we just split them in half. You split the cost in half because we're not getting them, when they come to us, they're blank. There's no label on it, right? So that way we can put our own labels on it. That is the document on how to order from Sally. Next, the document that we put is the most up-to-date current document of the order form. It shows a retail price, preferred customer, the different 5-packs, and it shows you the date so that you can actually put some of these auto ship in and get them signed up right away for auto ship, okay? You can keep these folded up in your business bag, right? Like Marcy said, if you don't have them, if you don't have a way to take their credit card, how can you take that order instantaneously? She didn't get those vitamins because the guy wouldn't take her card, right? All right, so the next items that are in my pack, these are really informational items. Many of us that start off with LifeWave, we get super excited because of our own experience, right? And many times though, we know nothing about stem cells beyond surface stuff. And so the next two documents that I'm going to share with you are documents that I put into my bag for my downline, that they can read these, get a more basic, easy understanding of the science. And the first one is Activate Your Stem Cells. It is a double-sided. And honestly, I don't send out colored copies because colored copies are really expensive to print here on the island. It's about $1.58 for this copy here. So I just make them in black and white off my own printer, and it makes it easy. The next, and this document, we will have links for these also, but this is in the Quantum Field Team website's Dropbox. So when you go over on the Quantum Field website, on the left-hand side, you pull that menu down, you scroll down, it shows Dropbox, and there is amazing documents, and that one is in there. This is the other one that I share, and it is also from the Dropbox. LifeWave X39, Things to Know and Understand. It talks about GHK copper peptides, supporting the nerve growth. This is one of those informational papers that if you allow yourself to just read through it, it gives you the science underneath. There are actual research notations, annotations there so that you can be accurate if that's the information you wish to share with your group. And the other thing that I do with these two documents, prior to this universal lockdown, we had these, and we were doing the swap meet on Saturdays down here in Maui. We did 2 of them before we got locked down, and I had both of these documents, multiple copies, sitting on our little table, and I was able to just reach right there after asking them, what do you know about stem cells? Oh, not much. And then I would talk about the patch and then gift them with those documents. So one day I'm going to get back out to the world of swap meets or events. I do a lot of different holistic festivals, and that's what I share at those, okay? This, again, is the last item that goes in the bag. Marcy was gracious enough to send me sheets of my name already printed to put on the envelope because she was setting me up for success, okay? And so I duplicated Marcy. This is actually the latest one I've printed for myself, but I print a whole sheet for my downline, and then I take the first column, those 10 stickers, and I slap them on those 10 envelopes that I gift my downline right away. So they are ready. They just got to reach into their pouch. They say, oh my gosh, she even put the sticker on it for me. They put their business card, if they have a business card, and then they'll put their pouches in and they will send it out. One of the things that I'm doing right now, because we are in this world of lockdown, let me just grab this out of my drawer real quickly. These envelopes fit perfectly. This is the small pouches. little mailers, and I am mailing these out to friends and family, okay? I can fold up these two documents in half. They fit right in there. I even, put in the pricing information. Why? Because I'm working my business from home. This is business in a bag, and this bag goes everywhere with me. That means that I can use anything my mind creatively can, just like Marcy sitting in a park or walking in the park, meeting that other person, and she had her bag with her. How many times have you been somewhere and all of a sudden you talk to somebody, they're like, oh, what are you wearing? Oh, it's stem cell activating patch. Ah! And then you're like, oh no, I don't have any with me. So this is preparation. This is setting yourself up for success. This allows you to continue to duplicate, because duplicating the downline in this binary system is key to your success. Something that Marcy, Peter, and Onyx have told me is if you are building a business, if you wish to hit senior presidential like Marcy, Peter, Onyx, Rhonda, Kathy, you have got to duplicate, okay? You have to duplicate, and your downline has to duplicate. That's what we're setting you up for. I'm wishing to find, and this is what they tell me, you got to find somebody that's as good as you or better, okay? Oh my gosh, I'm looking for somebody better than me, all right? I want an Onyx Nicole underneath me. I want a Marcy and a Peter underneath me. And the only way that I am going to ensure their success once I've found those builders is to set them up. So all of these documents, when I'm going to mail them out, they go into a gallon Ziploc bag. Put that in front. I live in Hawaii, so I have these special little note cards that I send out. Let me share that. Get it out of its thing. Oh my gosh, I'm out. All there are envelopes. Well, it's these little note cards, and they say mahalo. And in Hawaiian, that means thank you. So I always write a thank you note to my downline saying, thank you for joining my team. I'm so happy that I can be here to support you. Let me know how I can serve you, okay? Because this is not only a gifting business, this is a service business. And as you build your team, your downline, and become leadership, you're servicing your people, okay? And that's why we're here. That's why we're here to share that with you, all right? Because you're all here because you're wanting to build a business. When, I'm gonna step over here 1 second real quick. Then I take this bag and I put it into this mailer. And to me, this postage, that's the cost of me doing business. $8.20 coming out of Hawaii, anywhere in the US, all right? And it gets it there within 3 to 5 days. It's insured, and that makes me feel comfortable. You got to do what you want to do. I know that you can find manila envelopes that this will all fit in it as well, probably cost a little bit less, but that's your choice because this is your business. Mars, what do you got to add, hun?
I just am so thankful. I would say out of everything you got today, the most, and granted, all the documents that we talked about, that's all we have, okay? And if you've ever noticed, we train in segments. So one day we train on Peter's script. One day we train on the gifting envelopes. One day we train on the compensation plan, okay? So don't get overwhelmed on the documents. We have about 5 trainings to go over what they all are. One day we train on the W-9 and how to send it in to get your money, okay? But for today's training, if you want to build your business and you want to duplicate your business and have others do the same, what I have been doing from day one is I have a business in a bag, and everybody that wants to gift or share, do the business, gets a business in the bag from me with the 10 envelopes labeled with their information. with the order forms, and then they put their sleeve in. And that is how I get people gifting, because they don't know what to do. And let me tell you, I get texts and calls all the time. Oh my God, I got my bag today. I'm ready to gift, right? It's a gift. It's gifting your business people a gift, and they love it. And then they get to work. And you just have to remind people in this environment today, it's okay to mail out. Do not let yourself stop doing the business because we're home. Mail out, invite them to a Zoom. It's not that hard. What else are we going to do right now? I've been more busy since I've been home than when I could go anywhere. Like, it doesn't stop. It's the funniest thing ever. And so let's build businesses. So with that, Sheila, I'm good. Anything else you want to add? Do we want to open it up? Do we want to take 10 minutes just for, or 5 minutes for questions? Let's just open it up.
We can do that.
Quick.
One little piece to share. Marcy got her black bags off of Amazon. Okay. This came from the Walmart Crayola department, 97 cents. Okay. It's about what you can afford. I have one that I'm sending a family member that I found at a local store that has sharks on it and Maui stuff. But that one was $3.99. 97 cents that's a buck for you to ensure maybe your downline has some success. Okay, so let's open it up to questions, Mars.
Yeah, let's unmute all if we can, and there may not be any questions, and that's okay too. But does anybody have a question? Everyone's unmuted. You can just talk, just one at a time.
Makes the world go round. I told you last night.
Okay, I think that that is not someone with a question. Okay, so if there's any questions, you could put it on chat. Let me just check chat real quick. So far, no questions. So with that, I think we're good. We must have answered everything for you today since there's no questions. We hope that you found today a benefit. We really wanted to show you what we really do. We will be putting all the files on WhatsApp and on Facebook in PDF form so you can download it. And just thank you so much for coming. All right. Bye-bye now. Have a great day. We'll see you at 6 o'clock Pacific. Peter and I are doing the X39 overview. Please invite one guest. Remember, 3-3-1. Patch 3, mail 3, invite 1 to Zoom. Not attached to what happens, just that we continue to do the work. Okay. Bye-bye now. Lots of love.